One of the words that has been used a few times today is the word courage. It goes back to the Latin word cor, C-O-R, which means heart. So to have courage is to have heart. And the message that I have for Marley and Marlene and Ashlyn, Ali, Jack, and everybody in your family who has gone through this with you is that the courage that you have is what courage is. That really inspires every single person here from Rocket, from RTW, our partners and friends in the room. Courage is a core value of Rocket's. We've had it since day one, since 2015. And hearing your stories really helps us understand what that is. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. I've spent most of my life in the pursuit of two passions. One is medicine, one is music. And you can say that perhaps medicine has a chance to heal the body. And music and the arts have the chance to heal the soul. Medicine heals the body, music heals the soul. Growing up and learning music, Indian music specifically in my case, but a piano has 88 notes. Indian scales have, if you had a piano of Indian scales, it would be about 160 notes. There's one note in between each note on the piano. And you learn, as an aspiring musician, to play them all. How do you play a lot of notes? How do you create melodies with a lot of notes? In Indian music, though, the goal of a musician's yearning and education is to find one note that you really hit properly. And the great musicians spend their whole life in search of that one note. Similarly, I think all the therapies that we work on, and together with Dr. Cohen and Dr. Wagner, the aim is perhaps to save one life, right? One life, one note. So today I'm especially happy to be having this event at Carnegie Hall where medicine and music come together. We've started this endeavor called BioMusica, and it is the intersection of music and the arts and medicine. And we purposefully had it here for that reason as well. One note, one life. In the 1920s, 100 years ago, these two great fields came together in a roaring way, the roaring 1920s. Of course, medicine advanced so rapidly in that decade. Insulin was developed, penicillin was developed, and likewise, in the musical world, those were the days of Louis Armstrong and Gershwin and Cole Porter. And what happened in that decade was so magical, so amazing, and I think our vision for this decade in medicine, with bringing gene therapy and other potential curative therapies like that forward, is very similar. So I challenge all of us to welcome this decade with the same thirst and ambition to bring medicine forward and whatever your passions may be in your life otherwise, music or otherwise. So thank you. Thank you for coming. And I will leave the announcements to the end to Kinnari, but I did want to say that this was Kinnari and Gayatri and Deirdre's vision last year. So thank you, because no one's going to thank you. So thank you so much for pushing ahead. I mean, day to day, there's so much work to do to get these therapies and the CMC package, the regulatory package together. But to have the vision and to persevere to put this event together is unbelievable with everything else you guys do. So thank you. I'm also supposed to introduce the band. Forgot this part. I looked at my friend Greg Reynolds. So Emily Asher and the band, who are sitting over here, very excited to have you, are going to, in fact, represent 1920s swing era jazz music and other types of music that come from there, Cole Porter, Gershwin, others. So Emily plays at a location downtown called Lovelace. It's actually, the original Lovelace is the oldest, I think, lounge or bar in the city. It no longer exists, but the new Lovelace is around the same area. And on Sunday nights, sometimes we have rocket meetings at one of the booths to start planning for next week, whether it's with manufacturing or business development or CMC. And we've gotten to know Emily and her band over the months and years, and we're so happy that in this theme of BioMusica that brings together medicine and music at Carnegie Hall, that we have you in our midst. So thank you for coming.